Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl Tova back with another video. This time I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to revisit some things that I missed on my first video. This is a learning curve, and after listening to the song a million more times and watching the video a million more times, I realized there was so much that I missed. I was very emotional during my first reaction. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out. I ugly cry. It's whatever. But I was so moved by the song that it kind of like, it took away from some of the other stuff that I missed. So I just want to revisit some of this stuff and point out a few things. So I'm going to change this up right here. Okay, so first of all, I love the set. I think it was a dope concept from the beginning. The one thing I missed right in the beginning is while he's like eating, there he grabs his neck, and at first I didn't really know what that was, swatting a fly maybe. But no, there's a vine that's just like crawling through his skin, like up his neck, and then it goes down his arm and through his forearm, and that's where the flower blooms. So for me, I see that as internal growth and growing from within, and I love the idea of it, and I wished I would have been paying closer attention in the beginning because that was amazing. So I'll point it out here in a second.
A couple 100,000 cigarette butts, a million beers or maybe more. Ooh, a couple dozen times I messed things up, but I'm moving on from before.
He's slowly growing up his arm and right out the hand.
Don't like me for things I forgot, but I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've been sober, I've been wasted.
One thing too is that Tom was saying that nobody noticed that he lost weight, and I did. I absolutely noticed. He looks a hell of a lot leaner. Like the diet has been paying off for sure, and all the consistency with the weights. Tom's kind of looking like baby Tom again.
I spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry.
The vine's about to crawl up his neck right here, and that's when he grabs it. See it right there? Ah!
And I ain't gonna hate myself no more. Maybe
I just want to take a second to like appreciate this shot. So I did watch Nova and Tom react to this video, and they were talking about how they set this up. And but I think it's just, I don't know, there's something about this shot with the sky and that the freedom of it hanging out the window and just feeling like you're letting it all out, getting it off your chest in a sense, I guess. But this is just a dope shot. And he says here too, like, I'm not going to break down like I did before. And I think he's talking about his mental breakdown in 2016. You know, which is cool because I always say that I love Tom's music because it feels like a musical, lyrical diary of sorts. Like I feel like I've gotten to know him through his music, and that's just another example of that.
yeah, I ain't perfect, but I'm putting that work in. I ain't gonna break down like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
Also, the 3-2-1 that ends with like the verse is, I just love that in there. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just like, it makes you want to just pump your fist to it.
A couple 100,000 pills swallowed, a million tears or maybe more. Oh, a couple dozen pretty hearts I broke, but that isn't me anymore. Oh, people don't like me for things I forgot, but
I do love that he's doing like I love you not, or whatever it was, with the flowers and rolling his eyes. Definitely a little Tom humor in there for sure.
I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've been sober, I've been wasted. I spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry, been mistaken. I've been nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna hate.
Okay, so going back a little bit here. So I wonder, you know, that it was interesting with the like the daisies and stuff. It makes me think of his album Flowers for the Dead. I believe he had some merch or something. I think he had with daisies on it, but I love the daisies. but I want to go to this Lamborghini real quick. Right there. Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm struggling. Okay, so this Lamborghini, it clicked and it didn't click at the same time. I was like, dude, there's a Lamborghini flying in the sky. That is the coolest thing ever. And then I also didn't notice that it had flowers on it as well. But that is not the special thing about the Lamborghini. So there's a story that Tom has told about a Lamborghini. Uh, it was back before he was ever rapping, really. I mean, he'd always been, I think, writing like poetry and lyrics and stuff, but I think he might have been wrestling at the time, but he was working as a carpenter, and he was on his way to a job, and it was raining and it was pouring and it was cold, and I assume it's cold because it's Canada. If you're not Texas, it's cold. Anything above Texas is cold. But he, like, I think one of his bootlaces was undone and he tripped and fell in the water and the mud and he's soaking wet. And right in front of him is a store with a Lamborghini in it. I think it was purple. And he said it looked like it was laughing at him, like mocking him, saying, like, you'll never have me. You'll never be able to own me. And Tom could have owned several by now. And so I wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, if this Lamborghini isn't kind of like part of that, because through the growth, through everything, like he could have that Lambo if he wanted it. And here he has it floating in the sky. It was a dream that seemed unrealistic, and now it's 100% a reality. If he wanted it to be so. So I think he chose a Lamborghini for that reason. I could be wrong. I don't know.
And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version. Lord, I hit the ditch, walked right off the edge. I got knocked down and got up again. Oh, I tried to...
That kind of makes me think of as well, like, because he spent like 8 months sober, I think, initially, and then he had a relapse in there somewhere. So that's what I mean when I say it's literally like his diary in a sense. I feel like he's literally telling you the journey he was on and how he grew through it and became a better version of himself on the other side.
I had to live more like my friends. I can't be nothing but just what I am. And I've been sober, I've been wasted. I spent most of my life in...
Some people talk about Tom's dance move being nerdy, but I think Tom has sick dance moves, okay? They're sweet. They make me happy, and that's all that fucking matters.
In between, I've been sorry, been mistaken. I can't be nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna hate myself no more. Maybe I ain't perfect, but I'm putting that work in. I ain't gonna break down like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
That look off into the distance was great. Oh, I also missed this before. He like gets up, he pops up like, just kidding. But I think it's literally he passed out from when he was grabbing his neck, passed out, and he woke up. Maybe it was all a dream. Who knows? He's living the dream though, isn't he? So yeah, that was awesome. So those are some of the things that I noticed that I missed, and I definitely wanted to share because this is how you learn and get better. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little revisit down my first video, and I will have more coming soon. I've only really listened to like Adam Calhoun with Tom for the most part. I have heard his song Racism, and I've only heard a couple of Brandon songs. So Hangover Gang, if you're watching this, and there are certain songs you want me to listen to, throw them in the comment section. That's what they say, right? But if there's anything else you want me to react to, hook your girl up, because I don't know. I've seen all of Tom's videos, all of Nova's videos. So if there is any particular video you want me to react to of theirs, even though I've already seen it, I do have some good stories, and all those lyrics I can break down. So yeah, just let me know what you want to see from me. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will catch you in the next one.